Welcome back to another FFR Coffee Talk with the homies Shadow and Drift Dragon. Um, Last conversation, I believe it was who had it worst in dating, both uh like
It was
male
men
or
or women.
like men or women. That one has officially been posted on my side because someone red flagged it for hate speech, but it's finally posted.
But I was very surprised they did that. Why would they red flag that when it was mostly entertainment? I think some people just don't like hearing people's opinions, which is fine.
Yeah,
You know what? Just for spite, I have been forgetting to post mine. Let me post it and see how quickly it gets hit for hate speech.
see how quickly it gets hit for hate speech. That's wild.
Because
Well, I
I
would
know
say,
it's gonna fucking happen. Guys, guess what? I went from 0.1 average viewers to 0.4. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So basically, the conversation now is: Does violent video games are violent video games the reason why kids are violent today? Who wants to open this one up?
I'm
Shadow
honestly
said
going to do
he-
that because
Shadow was the first one to say something.
Yeah, let's go.
So keep in mind, throughout high school, when we would do the argumentative essays, every year for 8 years straight, I did an essay that got better each year because of the amount of research that had gotten done, stating as to why stating the benefits of video games. Because, we all love video games. It's great.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, of
So-
course, of course.
In my research, video games aren't the cause of violence. It's the people.
I mean, that's what I was going to say because like everyone's like, "Well, violent video games is this, violent video games is that." Well, okay, let's just put it in this way then. If I have a weapon, is the weapon going to get up and walk and kill somebody? No. A person
Not
has
entirely.
not entirely. What the hell you mean not entirely? Oh, I forgot. We live in 2025. They probably built a machine. Anyway,
So funny enough, with people who have mentality like that of in other sense that guns kill people, then
Oh Lord.
in their words, spoons make people fat and pencils make spelling errors.
Quite honestly, that's actually kind of real.
Exact
Yeah.
mentality, bro.
yeah.
So basically from there, guns do not, like, in a way, that sentence, people just have a small mind. We get what you mean, but say properly
Gun
in
has
some
a
way.
firing
But like,
mechanism that requires a trigger to be pulled. Now, yes, you can build a robot to pull that trigger. Then the robot's the one who killed.
But
yeah,
but
it's more
hold
of
on
like
now.
people kill people. Guns do not kill people. Like people kill people, basically. The
Yeah.
action behind it, like you said, Shadow. So that's how it goes hand in hand from there.
Like, back in the terms
crazy.
of video games, you don't see people who play GTA going out and committing every single crime that they can in the game. For people who play Gears of War, you don't see people going out and shooting everything in sight and then attaching a chainsaw to the bottom of their gun.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
like,
You don't see other
Call of
species
Duty
coming out of
players
the
going-
woods.
Exactly. You don't see all this extra shit going on. So it's not the video games specifically that make people violent, it's the people that are violent. And some people just want a reason to blame video games for it. Because so many people out there are
I got
so
you.
against
I got
video
you guys.
games.
Let me fix that real quick.
And in my other research that I have done, some video games have actually slowed down the effects of dementia in numerous cases.
Whoa.
Because-
Okay. Now that's interesting. Now can
Yes,
Very
with my
Okay,
research
hold
that
on.
I've done, skill-based games, like if you play Sudoku on your phone, or if you play
Sudoku?
Candy Crush, shit like
Okay.
that, things that are like puzzle games, things that make you think. Hell, even
Alright.
Call of Duty makes people think because you have to strategize around others. It'll slow the brain aging process by about 7 years on average, which has, in some cases, caused people that would end up getting dementia for it to be put back a few years.
I'm gonna
That's
fix a little ringing on my end.
crazy.
Yeah, no, that is a real thing. Enough research was done for that to happen, and for that to be found. I think another thing I found was video games help increase people's hand-eye coordination
Yeah, okay, yes.
shit out.
because of controllers, mouse, and keyboards. Like the Wii, for instance.
Oh, don't even get me started on the Wii. Actually, no,
You
hold
got
on.
Wii
Hold on.
bowling. You got Wii tennis. You got Wii boxing.
Yeah, and plus don't forget, I think it was Xbox that noticed that Wii Sports was doing good, so they brung out the Kinect Sports for the Xbox.
Yeah. Which actually is a video game way for those who are antisocial and don't want to go to a gym and pay for a gym membership. They can basically work out at home
And plus
by
on top,
playing video games.
but here's the thing though. Here's the thing that I like about games like that. Because I understand, because I used to be a lot bigger than what I am now. I used to be a lot bigger. Then I got into wrestling and I got a little slimmer down. But in a sense, I understand why some people don't want to go to the gym, because believe it or not, people are judgy. People are extremely judgy for no
Yeah.
reason. So like, if there's a way that you can work out at home and not be judged in your own home, because I know there's like a million other workout routines, like P90X and stuff like that for at home, but you can make it like, if you can make it fun and entertaining in a way, then that person will want to work out more and more and more. Because
Like, look at Just Dance, for instance. That's a workout in itself.
I mean, yeah, there's Just Dance, and there's also a UFC. There's a UFC training one that is for the Xbox 360 Connect that actually will put your body through hell.
Yeah.
But like, from what I know, there's this one dude. He's on the bigger side, and he wanted to work out and stuff like that, and he kept getting judged at the gym, so he stopped. So his friend introduced him to the UFC game, to the UFC training for the Xbox 360, and he actually was doing that, and I think he lost around 80 to 90 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Here's
believe
something I
that.
do want to point out. So, the average IQ in the US is 98.99.
Damn, bro. Drift is dumb as fuck.
What's happening? Wait a second. Hold up. How you gonna do that to me?
The average
Yeah, you
IQ of gamers.
Weren't you calling me the other day?
So, the average IQ of the US is 98. The average IQ of gamers alone is 97.
Okay, so that should work now.
And the average IQ, okay, here's a better one. The average IQ of people who play Rainbow Six Siege is 108. The average IQ of people who play Elden Ring
That's
is
impressive.
114. The average IQ of people, funny enough, who play Genshin Impact is 106. For Destiny 2, it's 105. For Baldur's Gate, it's 117, and the highest recorded average IQ for any video game is for League of Legends at 120.
That's actually crazy.
That's wild.
Now, I'm gonna say right now, I have tried playing League of Legends several years ago, and I couldn't because there was way too much shit to learn. The basic tutorial that didn't even go in depth on everything was 2 hours long. No.
Jesus. I mean, look, okay, if you actually, to be honest, video games and stuff like actually, technically, if you want me to be completely honest with you, Yu-Gi-Oh is technically in the video game section now because of Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duels, and UVS as well, since it is a mod on Tabletop Simulator, which is a video game.
Technically. The Dragon, what's up?
So technically we could actually talk about Yu-Gi-Oh and UVS as well. And how that's affecting people's minds. Because honestly, if you want me to be completely honest with you,
if my voice is picking up.
Yu-Gi-Oh actually, like, I faced you multiple times on Yu-Gi-Oh, and you had to
my voice is not picking up. I'm so sorry.
Like, you have to be like what, 2-3 steps ahead of the other person at all times. Excuse me. At all times. And basically, if I'm not wrong, how Yu-Gi-Oh is today, you have to get everything out really fast to shut them completely down. And that takes a lot of time and effort to know your deck and everything else. Go ahead.
The average, so all I'm finding is for Magic the Gathering, the average IQ of Magic the Gathering players is 117.
You know what? We pretty much just, like, crushed this whole entire topic of, yeah, video games is better. It's just the people.
Yeah, no, it's straight up
Early
just
days
people
collection,
because
Hey Lily, what's up?
Now, people will rage at video games. It's normal. People are gonna get mad. Just shut the fuck up. People are gonna get mad.
Is that better? You guys don't hear any ringing?
We never heard ringing. Oh, I forgot you're live.
No, so I was like going on my live. I was like, "What is that ringing on my live?" And I'm like, "Oh, because my camera, my other camera takes control of my microphone, so now it's better."
All right, and plus, Drift, you good? You haven't said a thing.
Dude, I'm like having troubles. Dude, I was having troubles left and right, and like last night I was having troubles left and right on like streaming, and that shit was starting to piss me off. I couldn't. I'm like, why?
I don't blame you, man.
I don't blame you either.
And so yeah. Hey, thanks for the heart me, Draken. Thank you. Much love. Thank you.
How many bits was thrown around? 200.
But yeah, so towards what y'all are saying, like how like mostly of like dementia and everything else is kind of crazy. That is really wild, actually.
It genuinely helps slowing the brain aging process by 7 years. It has been proven that some people who didn't even know each other get along better through video games.
Yeah.
Video games
That's
does
true.
help.
Yes.
Video games help with depending on the video game, help people's relationships with others.
I know Catherine doesn't. That game's crazy.
There was another study about video games. So with the average IQ of gamers, there was a test done where 5 people who played video games and 5 people who never touched video games a day in their life, but studied. People who didn't play video games and didn't. Okay, let me restart. People who played video games and didn't study versus people who don't play video games at all and studied for an SAT. The video gamers ended up scoring higher by about 400 points.
I will say this also too, and that's really crazy. So someone in the comments, Dragon, Henry, I think I said that right. I'm not sure. Henry the Dragon said, I mean, video games help with so many things like motor functions, memory, and others.
Exactly.
Like Tetris, for example. Tetris helps with organizing. So a lot of people like to fit in like to the spot, make sure it's neat, and everything else. So it's just this is kind of good for you, you know?
Yeah. And on top of that, I do like to add, my instructor, his name is Fish. That is his actual last name is Fish.
I'm Lindane Fisher. It's all good.
So he loved video games. Completely loved video games. He had his whole entire PT Cruiser that he actually customized, built himself. It was all decked out in Gears of War. He was a Gear of War's fan and AC/DC fan as well, for the ones out there that like rock. So we got to what was it? It was learning how to lower suspension, calibrate the wheels, and everything basically.
Alignment.
Yeah, alignment and like doing stuff with the engine. So the game that he popped up in class that actually goes in depth, believe it or not, is Forza Horizon 4 or 5, I believe, because it actually gets in depth on if you do this to the car, this and this will happen. And like you have to basically keep in mind of each and every single part and what they can do, because
hey, yes, Shagun, welcome. What's up?
like depending on what you do can really play a part of the car. So that's how we learned in automotive, was basically playing a pretty advanced version of a car game that
That's really cool, Dragon.
Yeah.
So I just did the research. The average IQ of people who play Tetris is 145.
That's crazy. Whew.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, to collect video games, like I've met so many friends by playing and talking about games. Yeah, mostly that's kind of like the topic of today. Like basically, we're just talking about like our 18 rated games and our games like that cause to people to like basically go off the rails. Like they become dumber. You don't like learn anything. When you learn a lot, you have learned a lot. Like
There's even games that teach you things.
yeah, literally.
There's learning games.
And
there's all kinds of shit.
the best games that I like to play is games that actually show you that your actions have consequences. Like
Video games
Like
cause
life.
violence. That's why gaming
life.
helps way more than actual hurt people.
like Life, then there's Detroit Become Human, then there's
Yeah, I
Life
agree.
is Strange, then there's Beyond Two
Minecraft
Souls.
story mode.
Oh my god. Enough with the Minecraft shit, dog.
No, genuinely, Minecraft story mode is the same way. You pick things and the characters will remember it. And
Literally, I mean, with Minecraft, it's kind of accurate on how you make stuff, like actually how you make shit.
well, so there's Minecraft, and then there's Minecraft story mode, which is its own thing, and it actually had a release on Netflix at one point.
Oh, you're talking
Where-
about the actual like kind of
The story mode that had the Wither Storm and the admin and all that shit. Like
Oh,
it
like
was-
Telltale, basically the Telltale games version.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Okay, yeah, like
everything.
basically like Walking Dead. Yeah.
It's
okay.
just like Baldur's Gate 3, where you have to pick outcomes and pick things to say. And those things that you say and those things that you do greatly impact your future.
Okay, am I the only one that, like, if you play games like that and it gives you options and you pick the option and your character says something completely off of what you thought he was going to say?
I've had that happen a few times.
Like,
Yeah. I was expecting like a little bit more positivity out of that. Like choose your answer type
Like,
deal
it'll
when they
give
ask you a question.
it's like it'll give you this: say hi, thank you, fuck off, or the last one is bake him a cake. You'll go to say hi, and it's like, I would say hello to you, but I don't like saying hi to peasants. That's not
That's crazy.
what I chose.
So like mostly towards that, I'll say some parents, I'll say, that let their kids play video games. Like some are strict, some don't want to like have like people cussing already when they're very young and all that. Trust me, I get that. You don't want like anything, but if you cuss at home and you cuss at home and you hear them, why would you let them do that? You think it's gonna cause them to be okay to say it? They can say it in the I'm like, as much as you tell them that's a bad word, that's a bad thing, and everything, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna try to imitate into the game. They can't really use that excuse. Well, inside the game they can do it. Why can I not do it? You can't just use that excuse. There's no way.
So,
And towards with other people, excuse me, thank you. Towards with other people and their kids, it's like you let them play this as well, but you won't let them play this. It doesn't really make any sense to me,
Like,
you know.
so basically, it's like there's some parents that will let their kids play Call of Duty and stuff like that, but won't let them play like GTA or something like that.
Yeah, and I get it. And with GTA, that's understandable. I completely understandable with GTA. You ain't gonna. Some people walk in their parents' bedroom and, like, you know, on accident, my fault. Y'all just getting the business.
Yeah.
But like, let me walk out of here. Y'all continue what y'all doing. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna get some cookies and some
Don't
milk
worry about me, mama.
out the fridge.
so
My dad has his own cookies and milk, you know what I'm saying? But like, I get what GTA, that's very understandable, but like, say like Need for Speed that has certain cuss words in it, like basically teen stuff. So like playing Halo, playing Destiny, playing and with Call of Duty, that's just rated M. That's just military. You watch military, and like almost every film at this point has some type of military person inside at this point. So it's like you're already watching it.
with Call of Duty, especially with one of the older games,
Give me a second, guys, because it's like echoing.
Outside influence always gonna affect.
Hold on.
You said it'll be right back.
Yeah.
It's like
Is it all good
echo.
now?
It's like echoing. For some odd reason.
Oh, for me?
No, it's for everyone. It's like echoing.
That's weird.
Using your display capture?
Yeah, I'm using the window capture.
Oh, okay.
And it's not there, it's through my headset, so I don't know what's going on.
Trust me, Dragon. I've seen that so many. I've worked in the game stuff, and they're like, you were just cussing in front of your kid, and now you won't let them have that. Like, what?
So what's even worse is, so with Call of Duty, there's those mature ratings for a reason, because in those campaigns, there are times you have to kill people.
Oh
that
yeah,
don't
of
even-
course.
Rather than it being an enemy, it's just a person that you're ordered to kill. And
Like we were talking about the other time.
there is a Call of Duty
Alright,
mission
it's fixed.
in an older Call of Duty, and the mission name is No Russian.
Oh
No,
Ooh,
if
you're
you
talking,
know,
you're
you
talking
know.
about Black Ops 2.
If
no,
you know,
that's
you
not
know.
Black Ops 2. That is Modern Warfare 2.
Modern
Oh
Warfare 2, okay.
9.
Black Ops 2 is where you had to kill in the mall. I think, if I do believe.
No, that
You
was
were undercover,
no.
and you're
I
handed an LMG with what was it, 150 rounds,
Mm.
think it
and you
was.
just have to, you just have to unload.
I mean, you could choose not
Well,
to.
Modern Warfare 3.
You can choose not to and reveal your position, but my psychotic little brother immediately started pulling the trigger. He did not hesitate. He said, "We're doing this."
That sounds like your little brother was like, you know what? I've been bullied at school, so
Hey yo!
that's
Hey,
ooh. You might want to watch your little brother.
Hey,
I'm gonna be honest with you. If anything, he's the one that does the bullying.
Huh.
What's worse is that he's obsessed with Germany right now.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, no Russian is Modern Warfare 3. You mentioned flashbacking Modern Warfare 2. Oh, okay. Got you.
Hmm.
I was pointing somewhere with a Hendrix and shit.
Well, like I said, video games have a rating to protect kids. That's the reason they have a rating, and there's parents who just don't care.
For real.
Which is another part of the problem. Like, GTA. You don't have to see that. You can play online mode, and you won't see it.
Nah, but people get curious.
Yes.
People get curious.
Which is why you don't let them play it.
Right.
That's why Nintendo exists, guys.
Nintendo. Speaking of that, have y'all seen the new Nintendo Switch trailer?
Yes, I have.
I have not looked at it yet.
They basically just made it bigger and changed how the ports look for attaching your Joy-Cons.
You know, some kid's gonna break that inside the console.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
like
no, inside the
I
Joy-Con
don't
because
know.
the. So the thing is that they're like,
Our
well, we
combat is
changed it
reason.
this way because too many people complained that their Joy-Cons would get stuck in the console. There's a button on it for a reason.
there's a button.
Yeah, there's a
it
button
for
on the
a
back to
reason.
slide the controllers off. How would you
Exactly.
play?
But people would
That doesn't
jerk
make
it before pressing the button, and it would jack up the mechanism in the button and make it to where it just can't come out anymore.
Yeah, and I've seen that so many times. You don't know how many times people have traded their games in when I was working at GameStop, and that shit has happened to them. Like, it just doesn't click anymore. I was like,
No.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why, but I won't tell them that.
No.
Because it's like,
Because your dumbass broke the mechanism because you're impatient.
No, it's not even that. Me and Drift can honestly tell you some stories from GameStop. Like there was one incident where me and him were working at GameStop, and
yeah,
this
for real,
dude,
Dragon. Yeah.
this dude came in with cockroaches inside of his PS4.
Oh, fuck no.
I know you
Fuck
remember
no.
that. I know you remember that.
Bro, they're like when I was taking care of that trade, so I made sure I looked thoroughly because it was like,
No, you was
Alright,
looking.
this
You was
is-
looking for the code because the code wasn't where the original thing was, and you took the top off. And when he took the top off, that's when we saw 2 dead roaches.
in there, yeah, because you can't take that game in if that happens. So what-
And he
Uh,
turned around and like literally he did not
Yeah, for
softly
real.
place it on the counter. He threw that motherfucker on the counter. And he said, "Yeah, no, we can't take this in." And they were like, "Why?" He was like, "There's cockroaches in it, dude." And it was like, "Well, you sold that to us." Then that's when Drift literally broke code and said, "No, the fuck we didn't."
For real, like, nah, there's like, you got bugs inside, we're not taking that in, and we're definitely not having people multiplying in our store. Yeah, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
See, look, we black, but we ain't that black in Highland Park. You could take that shit on somewhere.
So, remember the whole thing with GameStop not taking games without cases?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, because well, I would say there's like because people learn how to burn CDs and shit. That's kind of the reason why too.
Who's gonna burn a game?
But also
So-
no, and also because it's also a show of care. Like it's cool. It's cool if you take care of without a disc and you got a little disc holder, like the little disc tray holders. That's cool. Far as I know, that's probably that was the reason why. Because I kind of asked the same question when I was working there. Working there is fun. It's the man.
Stop lying to yourself.
It's the
Stop lying to yourself.
company management.
You want to know what's really
No. Working there
during-
is fun. It's just the company management and somewhat of the people that just make it hard. It's retail. It's gonna be hard, but like it's
Oh yeah, no,
like you're surrounded by a lot of things. You have very
I worked
positive
retail
conversation
before.
with people.
That shit was. See, it's especially different when you got to deal with assholes because they're dealing with spending money, lots and lots of money. Because when you work at Men's Warehouse, people get pretty pissed pretty fast.
Yeah,
I had some dude
I mean like
on the verge of punching me because somebody else ordered his pants in wrong, and in the description of his order it said would not accept worker feedback and demanded we order the size he said.
was it the size he already said that was in his hands?
He's like, well, this can't be a 34. I'm a 34. I would know. I'm like, sir, you realize that brand runs small because it's a slim fit. The reason why it doesn't fit and it feels like it's about to burst open on your thighs is because it's a slim fit. The reason why it is pretty much grappling your nutsack and making you uncomfortable is because it is a slim fit. And last I checked, being 300 pounds doesn't mean you're a slim fit. So, we're gonna order you the size that the employee noted down. Because we know what we're doing. You don't.
You've been grabbing suits for years, right?
Yeah, I worked there for 2.5 years and I was able to fit up someone almost by eyeballing it.
Now,
Like, I just look at him and go, okay, you're probably this size. Let's try some shit on.
Hey, Director, what's going on? And no, you're not. And you're not annoying, Dragon. You're like commenting. I'm like, you're fine. I'm
yeah,
trying to reach a comment without trying to interrupt these guys. That's all.
but like working at GameStop was fun until it makes you feel guilty as hell. Because the GameStop I was working at, you had to get a certain amount of pre-orders. You had to get a certain amount of sales. You had to get a certain amount of trade-ins and stuff like that. So I managed to get all of my goals every single day because of this one kid. Now, when I tell you this, I don't want to be this type of person. I don't. But I needed to keep my job at the time, so I had to do what was necessary. So,
For the greater good.
this one kid walked in. He had autism. His favorite thing was Marvel. And at that time, Spider-Man was coming out. Marvel Suns or whatever was coming out.
Yeah, Marvel Midnight Suns. Yeah.
Marvel Midnight Suns. Then on top of that, we had Marvel Funko Pops. I shit you not, when I noticed that this mom was a hard to say no mom, I took advantage and she spent $600 worth of pre-orders.
Oh my god.
$600 worth of pre-orders. $100 worth of Funko Pops.
That is true. Yeah, I was there for that one,
And,
but I was
and
like, damn.
oh my lord.
And
And
again, I'm not gonna.
she spent all of that. And I'm sitting there with a tear running down my face, looking at her like, ma'am, I need to keep my job. Don't be mad at me, be mad at the company. Don't be mad at me, be mad at the company.
As in the chat, Dragon says like GameStop forces you to do unethical things. Yeah, they do. Sometimes.
Yes.
Not even sometimes. Most of the time. Their policy keeps changing. Like every 2 fucking weeks now, their policy is changing. And I'm asking my friend that basically I helped her get into there to work with me since we're like really good friends, right?
Yeah.
And then every 2 weeks, our policy keeps fucking changing. And she keeps me updated a little bit since I've graduated now, so she keeps me updated from there.
But
It's fucking ridiculous.
that's when we was working in Lima. Now, if you go to the one on Atlantic Boulevard, it stays the same because that is the quote unquote weakest store out of everyone because they don't get much business. But when I was working there, they got a lot of business, and I mean a lot of business because
That store's about to start shutting down.
whew, because that same mother with the same autistic child came in again, and she dropped what $300 again. And it got to the point where she tried to avoid me when I'm in the store. But yet again, it's her fault for not saying no because she doesn't want her child to go on a behavior burst or whatever. So I'm not the bad guy. I just want my job.
So that is one thing.
Like you
People
kid.
like people who parent their kid in a way that the kid ends up realizing, if I just throw a fit, I get whatever the hell I want. You're not parenting your kid correctly.
Oh,
I know I will get hate for this, but if you let your kid run your life over a tantrum, you're not parenting your kid correctly.
Actually,
You can't give them everything they want. You have to tell them how it is and go, not now.
Jack, I appreciate the likes.
all right. So me and Drift know this by heart because we grew up with this type of family. All right. So we grew up like this. When we get in this store, you don't touch shit. You don't look at
I
shit.
grew up with that kid too.
You stay on my hip, and if I see your hand leave this goddamn cart, I'm gonna take one of them belts off, and I'm gonna whoop your ass, and I'm gonna put it back. Okay?
I wouldn't say my parents were like that. My parents weren't like that. It was more of like just a no, and that was it. Hey, appreciate the TikTok love. Thank you.
But
Appreciate the gifts.
oh, before I forget, thank you, Beast Mode J, for the 350 bits. I thought there were 500, but no, it's 355, I do believe, bits
300 smackaroons.
on my last stream. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to, but you did. I appreciate you. And on top of that, I like to thank everyone to get me to 90 followers.
So,
How's that?
congrats, man.
Thank you.
So on the like mostly towards topic, I know we're switching topic like not even switching topic. We're mostly like implementing games with game stores now.
Okay, but
So,
look,
like-
it's not our fault. We probably all in here have ADD.
We all have a lot of
ADHD.
stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah.
I know
We have a
Shadow
lot of
here
stuff.
has a lot of mental issues. I
We've
believe
been known that.
I think he's autistic. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly think he's autistic
I've had 4 people say that to me.
because he stems
ADHD
without him knowing. He stems.
stories for days. Yeah, man. That's how you keep it interesting. It's so like mostly back to the topic. So like with certain games, so like take Walking Dead for example. People can play Walking Dead just because that's like an apocalyptic story. That's something good to watch. People watch
trading for the
like,
inevitable.
Exactly. And you can let your kids play that because it's like more of that's like kind of fan fiction or like basically not really realistic. It can happen, you never know. But more than going into that, you can play something that's like fiction and be able to be okay with it and be able to enjoy the story. You can't, but it's a difference between you playing something like, what's that very horror game? Well, I'll say Gears of War. You're just stomping on people's heads.
Yeah.
Or
Doom.
Crackdown.
Doom's another
Crackdown.
one.
I think it's called Crackdown. That you can't. Oh, and you can't play Saints Row. Saints Row, kids are not allowed to play Saints Row. Regardless, are not allowed. I'll say GTA is like the lesser version of Saints Row.
But here's the thing, though.
You do not have your kid having the penetrator.
or the
Lord.
Or the dildo fucking bat go around slapping people with
penetrator.
his shit.
Yeah, they cannot play that game. They're not allowed to play the game. You're not allowed to play Saints Row.
So, because I'm not affiliated on Twitch right now, I can say this. I used to work at Amazon.
Zombie apocalypse. That's crazy.
No, dude, stop. Don't don't start that conversation. No, dude. Twitch is owned by Amazon. Whatever you say, don't do it.
But you gotta listen to some of the shit I've seen come through the receive area.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna say this before I say the story. There is this one little old lady. Her name
Your
is Brenda.
discretion is advised.
She is the sweetest, sweetest little old lady. She's probably 65.
Oh.
And she kindest person you'll ever meet. Barely ever yells, and like rarely gets pissed. And if she does, she just gets more quiet. So, we've had some very interesting things come through the receive area. A sex swing being one.
What the fuck has this conversation turned into?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I had an idea. He said, intrusive thoughts, I must tell this story. I'm like, okay.
Intrusive thoughts.
I'm here for it.
No, I heard dildo bat and it reminded me of all this shit.
Oh God.
So,
oh Lord.
My memory is entirely based on dictionary. So anytime a certain word is said, it opens up an entire vault of memory. There was one time I was walking by and I just hear Brenda giggling and giggling and giggling. I'm like, oh God, it's probably something inappropriate. And she's like, hey Zeke, come here. I need you to see. I'm like, Brenda, what is it this time? And she moves herself out of the way and shows a box that has about 40 other boxes in it. They're all fleshlights. Every last one of them.
Oh Lord.
Just imagine.
It was master pack 40 of them.
So just imagine this, right? Just imagine that someone orders all 40 of them.
All 40 of them?
All 40.
Well, you got one for every day of the month.
That's quite wild. That is quite literally wild.
There was another time that some people got caught doing the deed up at the mez.
Oh, dog, don't even.
Okay.
Dog, don't
that
even.
was kind of interesting.
Dog, don't even get me started on that one, bro. Don't even get me started on that
No,
one.
there's another one, and it's worse. Because I heard this story from the hazmat man.
What do you mean?
Safety hazmat came to me and told me.
Should actually play some music too, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh shit, my bad. Did not mean to do that. God damn it. I'm trying to.
So the hazmat guy, he came up to me and said, "You'll never believe what I just had to do." I'm like, "What did you have to do, Sheldon?" He's
Sheldon.
like, and now Sheldon was gay. He's like, "I just had to clean a blow-up doll because someone opened it up and used it,
Oh.
and I had to clean it
Oh.
out." I'm like, "No, Sheldon, no. You might want to go bleach your eyes after that one." He's like, "I can't. It'll ruin my vision more."
That's crazy.
Oh, and for everyone that is interested in going to Amazon, I'm gonna let you know. Do not go to
Don't.
Amazon. Don't go to Amazon on the night shift because listen, you know how. And excuse my language because let's just say this, like shift, like Drift said on the last coffee talk. There's a fine line between girls, ladies, and bitches. There's
It's
a
nothing but
I didn't say business, but that's all you. But I
Nah,
Hey,
listen.
you cook. Go ahead, cook.
Now
up.
listen. So let me explain myself. See, a lady would, her business is her business and stuff like that. And if she likes somebody, she'll talk to them appropriately and talk to them like a man. No, these bitches at Amazon will walk up to you
Very
and rub their fucking bodies on your ass, talking a whole lot of sweet shit. Then the moment you say, "Nah, I'm married," or "No, I am not interested," they'll run to HR and claim that you sexually assaulted them to get you out of that building. Bitch shit. That's a lot of silence.
That is actually wild.
No, that actually happened to somebody.
That's why if a woman ever comes up to me and tries to do stuff like that, that's why I'm gonna have a taser, and I'll taser them straight.
Hey, pro, what's
I
up?
don't care.
Good morning to you, man.
Because like she was all up on dude, like all up on homie talking a whole lot of like shit. Then the moment he pointed to his finger and said that he was married, she went to HR and claimed that she sexually assaulted him, or SA for some people. My bad, I forgot. People are sensitive, so SA. I'm sorry.
But for some people, it's understandable because of things that have happened to them in the past. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
for
those
those
who it happened to, apologies.
yes, apologies. I'm sorry, but at the same time, it kind of pisses me off because do you not know personal space? And do you not know
That's why you get a tickle taser,
a tickle
or not a tickle
oh my
taser,
God.
but you get
No, no,
you
you
get a
did
tickle
not
remote.
just say that.
You get a tickle
my
remote.
God.
Listen. You get a tickle remote.
No,
And the tickle remote will make
you're
sure
not
that
making-
people get out of
oh
your personal
God.
space.
You're not
It's
making
even
this
worse
any
if you
better.
get one of the cattle prongs.
Did he stop?
That way it's your tickle stick.
Listen
Because-
here, R. Kelly.
They get within my personal space. They get hit with the tickle stick.
Yeah, that's wild.
Okay, Bill Cosby.
What do you mean? If I don't know you and you're trying to grab me, I'm going to tase the shit out of you, or I'm punching you in the throat. Either or.
Okay, you could have said tase, not tickle. What the hell are you, Herbert the fucking pervert? Talking about some.
No, what the fuck?
I got popsicles.
Oh my god.
That's towards the other side, and I don't think that's Shadow. I think Shadow's trying to protect himself, not trying to.
That's what. Hey, that's
bro.
what he was.
Either that,
No,
or you could just
nah.
go pocket itching powder.
That's what he was going towards. Like, I'm gonna hit you with the tickle taser. Oh God, it's the tickle taser.
I
Like,
meant
what the
tickle
fuck?
stick, bro.
That's even
Because
worse.
it's a
That's even
cattle
worse.
prong.
Okay.
It's a nickname for a
Okay.
cattle prong. A taser that emits, what was it? 1,000 volts.
1,000 volts,
I don't remember what
I
it was.
believe.
Ain't that enough?
Maybe
to,
700.
Ain't that enough to kill a man?
Dude, 40's enough.
no.
But tasers
Yeah, 40's
do
enough.
way more.
Tasers.
The maximum your body, I think your body can take is 80 to 100 volts or 120, and that's it.
So, tasers on average go from 50,000 to 100,000 volts. The lowest recorded death due to voltage was 40.
40? Okay.
Yeah, the lowest recorded
I'm
death
a dumbass
because
then.
of-
I'm sorry.
an electric shock was only 40 volts. But tasers are 50 to 100,000.
Well,
50,000 to 100,000.
So hold on.
Dep-
So
no,
what's your-
hold on. So basically, you can have your volts, but it depends on your amperage. Amperage is what kills us.
All right. So basically,
So like,
sorry.
you can have basically the amount of volts you want. Just make sure you have the proper voltage, because there's gonna be some resistance.
Yeah, usually it's an ampage of 5.
So,
Okay. So here's what I'm hearing. So we can honestly, legally make somebody a barbecue rib.
So, cattle
yes,
cattle
yes.
prods only do 4,000 to 10,000 volts, so they're less.
Hold on. What's the legal amount of voltage?
Mama is really about to search this up. Oh, and towards the topic, so basically, towards other things as well, I was talking to my dad the other night, about this, and me and my twin brother wanted a PS5 and the
So the
wanted our
illegal
PS5
amount-
and Xbox Series X. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Okay. No, I lost it. Go ahead. Keep going.
Well, I wanted a PS5, and we wanted a PS5 and Series X, right? And my dad, because I was going to college, and he was telling like, I got to get my priorities in order. I don't really need the games. That's where I got my PC, because I've been wanting a PC for a while, so that kind of put me in the mindset for one. But as I've been growing up, games do not cause you any harm to your mind, to your memory. It does not really cause brain rot to you at all. All it is, a game, all it is a distraction. Something to keep your focus. That's literally
away
all
from
what the game
reality.
is for. Yeah, escape from reality, escape your your mental state, just get in a sign of a focus and like just having fun and whatnot. That's what the game is mainly is mainly what is intended for, and like of course entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not. I've been growing up. I mean, as far as I know, I've been playing games since I was 4 or 3, and as well I've been growing up, I have no. I wouldn't say like I'm the smartest person in the world. I mean like I'm, graduated with a good GPA. Graduated college now. It's like it doesn't. It's just a focused mindset. That's literally all it is. It's not people out here that's got like, hey, if you want to go through $1 million mindset and be a billionaire, you got to quit the games and all that. There's a lot of people, a lot of streamers, and there's a lot of people that are billionaires that still play games to this day.
Look at Jinxie.
and
He
even
became
did that
a multi-millionaire just playing video games.
Yeah, Jixie.
I mean, there's Gypsy, there's Queso.
Oh, Queso especially.
Eh,
Dude's
eh.
a legend.
You have Markiplier. You have
Markiplier.
You have PewDiePie at one time. PewDiePie quit.
Ethan. Who else? I mean, you can't
The
really say
Boys.
popular MMOs because of everything that happened with them.
The
But-
narrator.
Narrator,
Jacksepticeye.
definitely. Yeah, Jacksepticeye.
Kai Sinet.
Well, Kai's more of a
Kai.
streamer. He's more of a live live action and more of chat.
Well,
kind
then
of
there's
like just play
Speed.
games.
I Show Speed is another one.
Okay, for real though, much respect to Speed because he is still live to right now from I think a day ago, and he's not ending the stream until he walks the entirety of the Great Wall of China.
Oh wow, he's gonna be up for a while. I mean, it takes like what, a half a day, or to get through the Great Wall.
I'm
It
not
depends
gonna.
on how many breaks you take, and with I Show Speed, he's probably going to be talking to a lot of people.
Oh yeah, he was he was stopping.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Like he was stopping to talk to everyone because apparently he's well known in China.
Oh, nice.
I
do
ain't
want to
gonna
say this.
What?
So with the whole taser thing, the legal limit is per centimeter distance between the two different prongs of the taser. So if they're within half a centimeter of each other, you can only emit 15,000 volts. So every centimeter is 30,000 volts.
You wanna know why that was invented?
So you don't fry people's skin.
No, because someone accidentally made a taser that emitted, I think it was like around 200 or 300,000 volts to somebody and completely fried them.
Holy shit.
It was on accident.
Here, let's test this. Here, just get up. Dude, you good? Oh, shit.
Me?
I smell chicken.
Who's
Oh, that's
cooking chicken?
So
No, I heard a ring at my door, and my mom instantly came upstairs. She's like, "No, don't answer." Like she's like, "Is that the one out? Is like, basically, you know how people come up to your door, like
solicitors.
like I am a non-denominational Christian. We are non-denominational Christian in this house. So of course we believe in the Christ, but we don't. In case those people who are religious, we do believe in the Christ and all that, and mostly we just don't do enough other practices. That's all it is. But we do try to take in our time here and there to do our own thing.
Oh, yeah.
And usually we have
I
a certain
do the
person,
same.
a certain group that comes to our house that we like. And my mom was like, "It's like I don't know that person. I don't like him. So we're gonna leave the door alone and let him walk away." We ain't
they know
denying the
we're not
good
here.
word. It's just got those people that you like or don't like. That's all it is.
So
But anyway,
kind of like the Jehovah Witnesses. Do you want to take a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
you should never talk for the rest of the stream.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. The one thing that I hate most about religions is people who try and stuff it down everyone else's throats.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
It's-
like
it's
that. Like,
just-
it's okay to spread your word and mean by good, but don't
Yeah.
like.
Don't like harass people for it. And it's like that's one reason I don't there's a few reasons I don't like Catholics for this, but you realize that Catholics changed part of the Bible
Just so they
to
can
say man shall not sleep with man rather than the original text of man shall not sleep with boy.
just gonna butt in here. To my manager, Shane. Are you sure? Because I know you're the one watching. Are you sure you want us to do that as our next topic? Because if we do,
What's the next topic?
oh, so he texted me and he was like, "Hey,
Welcome back, Shay.
I got a topic for you, but run it by everybody else." So the topic is, did the LGBTQ go too far?
Yes.
I got a lot to say about that one, but
Oh,
like I got
no.
friends that are LGBTQ, but I got a lot to say about that one.
No.
I have friends that are gay. I respect
Yeah, I
them
have friends too.
with all of my heart because they've shown me the respect that I deserve. But if you don't show others respect and you ridicule them for their beliefs, you don't get the same respect. Easy as that.
So
Yeah, easy as that, for real.
So he texted me that
Hey, Monty,
because he was like, "Hey, I see that you guys already got a subject going, but you guys pretty much basically conquered that. There's not much to say, so here's another one." And
I do wanna
holy
say something
shit.
super quick. Whoever Shrewdrondent is, get banned, bitch. I don't tolerate that shit. Get out.
What happened? What happened?
It's a fucking spam, the scam people.
Yeah.
I like to announce that they're getting banned. So it's like, if it's an actual person behind it, they're just like, damn. I was actually recognized. So, guess what, bitch? You're gone. That's usually the only chance I get
So
anymore.
apparently,
Just someone going, oh, best
Yeah, these are my
viewers on
online friends. These are one of my online friends. One of the Rose I went to college with, so he's like a college friend that I've met.
so
There.
basically, from what my manager said, we don't really need to talk about that other topic because we pretty much explained that topic and everything. So there's pretty much not much to say.
I conquered that in like 2 minutes.
And now it is, did the LGBTQ go too far? Here we go. This probably is going to get us banned.
Viewer discretion heavily advised.
Viewer discretionally
If
heavily
you get
advised
pissed
here.
by this, please go elsewhere.
Drift, you might as well say it too to protect your own ass.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna want to do that. So, I have some things I would like to say because
I think he left.
very. I have had very bad run-ins.
Hey
with
Adam, and good morning
people.
to you. Welcome in.
Oh, he's here. He's just not. I think he's just going to take the safe route and not talk. That
Oh, me?
Yes, we understand if you.
No, I was talking to my mom. My
Oh,
fault.
Oh. So the new topic is, did the LGBTQ go too far? And viewer discretion heavily advised for
Viewer-
those who may or may not get offended by what I am about to say. The answer is
Dude.
yes, on many forms. Because 90% of that community don't know what giving respect actually is. And they'd rather force feed all of their other shit down everyone's
No,
throats. Now, I understand wanting someone to
Accept
respect
who you are.
and accept you. Yes,
Yeah.
I will accept you and respect you until you start treating me like shit. Now, I had mainly one really bad run-in with a transgender male to female.
Hold
And
on.
this is why I have trust issues with transgender male.
Are you
to
talking about?
female.
Are you talking about Squish?
Squish?
Who?
Yeah, that's their Twitch is Squish.
Oh no, this is the one before Squish.
Okay.
Squish is just an angry piece of shit. Try and play a
That man
card
sounds
game
like
with
he's
them
awking
and
up
win
something. Like,
without.
you good over there, my boy?
So, when I worked at Men's Warehouse, there was someone who joined who was a transgender male to female, which no one had a problem with
Yeah.
until they found out that they would aggressively hit on every single male customer and employee. Now, I was oblivious at the time, so I didn't realize it until winter season came. We got gloves in. And I'm entirely focused on these gloves. My spatial awareness is gone at this point. I'm trying these gloves on because gloves look nice. I put them on, really nice and soft. They're warm on the inside. It's great. And I'd only put
okay.
the right glove on thus far. Robin, which is the person's name, got within my little bubble and slipped their hand in the other glove.
Hey, that's just bro
I-
love, bro.
I jumped.
You did not just say that.
I jumped because 1, I didn't know that they were there. 2, they slipped their hand in the other glove for the pair that are attached to each other by an inch of plastic. And I almost snapped the gloves apart. And they got offended by that.
Oh, you got offended because you got rejected. Oh no.
You want to know what's even worse? The
What?
next week I was on my phone because it was the dead of winter on a Wednesday at 5 p.m. and we had nobody in the store. We didn't close for another 4 hours and everything had already been cleaned because I know how to do my job.
Right.
They came over to me while I'm on my phone and they're like, "What are you looking at? Gay porn?" I'm like, "Where the fuck did that come from?"
That's what people say, like, randomly if you're just looking at your phone, like, to yourself super close.
No, I had it like
It's just
sitting out. I was leaning against the counter, just scrolling through Facebook Reels at the time, because I didn't know
You might as
TikTok
well
existed.
say you might as well say that you was at that point. You might as well just say you
Kinda looks
was.
sus to me. Nah,
Because,
we
bruh,
just started.
The amount of shit that goes through Facebook, you might as well say that you was because apparent. Look, you know the shit that pop up on my Facebook for some odd reason.
So, towards, I wouldn't say the same story, but like, I have friends that are part LGBTQ. They're gay, lesbian, and you know, like
whole
I have
nine.
friends that are that. Yeah, kind of the whole nine. I have some in my friend group, and I do when they and I can. Some people don't know that, like, one, like the friends I meet that are in the that are not heterosexual are like, they don't know that I'm straight. They don't know. Like, they'll ask. I have to like respectfully, kindly let them down because it's like, you know, I like women. And some people kind of push the point that I had to let them go. Some people push the point because they still have feelings for me, or they still have to do that. And I'm like, I cannot reciprocate those feelings. Why are you pushing that?
Yeah.
I would love to be friends with you. We hang out all the time. Why are you trying to push this towards me?
Yeah.
I've already mentioned that, one, I do not like you in that way. I do not like men. I'm cool. And one of my friends that are like, they kind of push that onto me, and I'm like, dude, you got to exit my circle. I do not mess with you no more. I hate when they do. I hate when the people that are part of that community does force that upon you, and you're trying to be respectful, but they force it to you, and that's not okay whatsoever.
And
towards the people that are respectful, like towards my friend, they're cool, but
so
it's just, that's not cool at all.
I mean, yeah, I get what Drift is saying. Like, yeah, there's some people that like force it upon you. Like, I used to live
Come on,
with.
you never tried it.
Yeah, I used to live with two. I used to live with two people that are part of the LGBTQ. They were
You want
both.
me to go in depth
I'll
on
let
what they are?
in a minute.
No.
No, like the
my fault.
explanation of what they identify.
Oh,
So say what I mean.
go ahead.
Like, would they have to be being trans though? Any person can be weird like that? No, it's so mainly from there. What Shadow was saying was that the trans person that was transitioning through
Aggressively hitting on me, and I had already mentioned numerous times that I was in a relationship, and they kept going. So it was them being relentless, and what makes it even worse is I ran into them at college when I took one semester of college, and I just tried to avoid them at all costs because they made me uncomfortable with how they treated me.
Yeah.
Like, if you're pursuing me when I've told you no, stop, please. Like, I'll talk with you until you've gone too far. And they went way too far within a day.
Yeah, so
There's
there
only
you
so
go.
much you can take of someone, like, harassing you, basically. Which I ended up actually filing an HR complaint, and about 5 other people followed, which caused them to get fired. Because
But-
I was severely uncomfortable. I genuinely,
He was scared to go to work.
it's not that I was scared. The only other problem is that person's father, basically paid for their college completely out of pocket. No grants, no scholarships, nothing. Paid for the whole thing out of pocket, like it was nothing. Dude's loaded,
Damn.
and I didn't want any
Yeah.
negative repercussions coming from me ending up swinging at this person because they kept making me that uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Invading my personal space on a daily basis, no matter how many times I'd walk away from them. It'd have to go up to me blatantly ignoring them for them to finally get the hint of please leave me alone. Even though I've told them directly, please leave me alone.
Yeah.
Right. Like
I was
basically.
I was just 1 day away from getting a restraining order.
So like yeah, basically
Jesus.
like I'm okay being friends with you and being around you and everything. Like we can just hang out and everything else and talk and whatever. But like when you start pushing stuff a little too far, when I have already said like at least like if you ask again, like I'm like you could. There's always a second shot, but after that second shot, like
You
you
just
gotta-
stop.
when I already denied you, but you're gonna keep on trying to get me to be in your field or try to dupe me into that. That's when you have a problem.
That's
When
when
I've already said no, I cannot reciprocate your feelings.
Like, okay, so in my
Again, we have friends that are in this community. I still have friends talk to today.
Oh yeah,
I talked
I
to
do
them
as
the
well.
other
I
day.
got Robert Quinn. I've got I think her Twitch is Tiny Emmy. I don't know if she's made one or not, but that's all her account names. She's an old high school friend of mine. She's bisexual, so
I think I have a decent amount of friends that are in the LGBTQ. I think it's just that I used to have one really close friend, in LGBTQ when they
Nexus.
Nexus. They took shit way too damn far. Like way too fucking far. Like, all right. It got to a problem when I was not having the best, I wasn't having the best luck with women. Then, as it started off as a joke when they're like, well, you should try dating guys. And I was like, no, I'm not into that. Like, no, I'm not into it. Laughed it off and stuff like that. Their partner, however, tried to push saying hi. Not saying hi. Saying, well, you should because you probably would have more success in that department. I was like, dude, I'm not comfortable dating guys. And they're like, well, why not? What the fuck do you mean, why not?
It's just not the
I'm
gender I go
just-
for.
I'm just
heterosexual.
not into that.
exactly.
And they're like, well, you don't know until you try it. And
I
what-
hate when people say that.
what
That shit
followed-
sucks.
what followed up what I said hurt them to the point where they barely talked to me. But at the same time, like, yeah, what I said was kind of uncalled for and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, the LGBTQ tried to push and push and push their own ideals onto people that just don't want to, that either don't want to think that way or doesn't think that way at all. Like, for instance, like, when it comes to the LGBTQ, because my learning ambassador is a lesbian, she's cool. Honestly, great guy. I have another friend, his name is Christmas. He's gay. Great guy. The only
Wait, actually, Christmas?
yeah, it has actually spelled Christmas.
What? Ah, that's unique as hell.
So it's just spelled a different way, but it is spelled Christmas.
I guess somebody liked the holiday Christmas.
And the best part is he has the joy of like Christmas every single day. The dude can make like it. I like it's a dare to go around him crying and sad. By the time you're done with your work shift, you're smiling, you're laughing, and you completely forgot what you're sad about. He's a pretty cool guy. He does not press you being gay. His entire motive is you be you, and I'm just gonna be a friend or whatever.
Like, be you.
Right.
But don't
And that's
press
what being
yourself
gay
onto
used to
people.
be. That's what being part of that community used to be. It's like, just accept me for who I am, and we'll be fine. And that's
Exactly.
it's people and
It's the most of the problem.
to explain.
Sorry.
Now, I had mentioned this earlier, and I was supposed to do it earlier, but didn't. To explain what Nexus and Squish identify as. So Nexus, now keep in mind this might be 5 minutes of explanation time, so bear with me.
Okay.
Nexus is a gender fluid, preferred female, lesbian, who still wants to have some male parts, while their partner, theirs is much more simple. A transgender male to female preferred lesbian. So in my eyes, that's just gay with extra steps.
Yeah.
I gotta walk away
Because it's-
from that. That's crazy. Gay with extra steps is wild to say.
It's two dudes.
Oh Lord.
Like, I don't spare me the explanation. Just say
Here
it's
we
gay
go.
with extra
We just got
steps. There you
canceled.
go.
Coffee talk ended. I will
No,
see
I'm
all
not
y'all
trying.
outside.
So anyone who takes offense to this, entirely just attack me. Don't attack the other two. They don't deserve it. If you want to be pissed at someone, be pissed at me. I said it. Now, I entirely believe that if you
Yeah.
give respect, you deserve respect back.
Yeah.
I agree, Dragon.
When you overcomplicate things, there's some people you can just go, "Oh, I'm gay." That could mean a lot of things, but it's a very simple way to say it.
Yeah, of course.
You don't have to have a 20-minute conversation of what you identify as. You can just say, "I'm gay," and people will understand. And a lot of people in this world will accept you for being gay. Because as my father told me, you could be a frying pan in this society. Nobody gives a shit.
We still
That's quite honestly true.
we still have to pay bills and taxes and everything else, and we all bleed the same color, so it does not make you anything special.
Well, many people tend to make their whole personality wrapped around it being a certain way. Yeah,
But-
yes, but don't like your personality can be one thing. It's the actions you do after is what's bothersome. You can be yourself. Please be yourself. We'll accept who you are. It's the actions you may undergo that is not really part of your personality. That makes sense.
Now,
Yeah,
So like as we were just
have-
talking about how we'll let you down if you are homosexual and you come up to like say me or these guys here and like you say that you're interested in me, but I'm heterosexual, so I like women, but you like men. I have to let you down.
Here,
like
give me 1
easy.
second, guys.
But I still would like
I
to
gotta
be
take this
in your
phone call.
space. Yeah, of course.
all right.
I would still love to be in your space, but don't like force it onto me. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So basically, what I'm going to add on to that is, now, I was told this by somebody that is recently active in the LGBTQ. This is what
Okay.
they had to say. They said that when it comes to the LGBTQ, the trans community is one community that they have the most bad apples and make everybody else
Yo, what's up, Jacob?
make everybody else bad because they like there's apparently from what they told me there is some trans people that are pushing their ideals onto kids, which like young teenagers and stuff like that. Now, when I was told this by somebody that is in the LGBTQ, that kind of took me for a shock, because even the own community saying, "Yeah, no, this is too much," because they tried to shut down content creators on Twitch for simply trying to play Hogwarts Legacy. For simply trying to stream Hogwarts Legacy, they were trying to shut down a lot of
Okay, I'm back now.
they were trying to shut down a lot of Twitch content creators for playing Hogwarts because of what
Oh, you're on that.
what fucking I forget the creator of Hogwarts is.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. So
You want to know what's really
The-
funny about
like-
that?
hold on. So basically, for what she said, but at the same time, if you look at what each and every single cast member had to say about that topic, J.K. Rowling was the only one that disagreed. The rest of the cast, the main character that played Harry Potter himself, even said a woman is a woman no matter what the case is. Be yourself, and yet they still want to take it out on the game. Which, by the way, if this is going to trigger a lot of people, well, I'm sorry. The game is fucking amazing.
Which I plan on starting that stream at some point.
About damn time I fucking bought it for you.
So, I want to say this. For Paul's Gamer Zone, Red, you remember Natalie?
Yes, I remember Natalie. I haven't seen her in so long.
So Natalie is an employee at Paul's Gamer Zone and is a transgender male to female. Natalie hosted. Now, this is after all this happened with the Harry Potter stuff. It was a few months later, actually. She hosted a Harry Potter themed all-nighter. And when someone got offended by it and said, "Why would you do this?" she said, "You realize that everybody misinterpreted what she said." Her words were, "I appreciate everyone who finds comfort in my books. Be who you want. I'm not going to judge. I just don't believe in it." And there are some people who got offended by that because they saw well, I don't believe in it.
Hey Shadow, so if you want to put some light on this, on the story, Dragon asked like what's going on. So were you explaining?
Oh yeah, I was explaining. So basically, there were some people who were getting really pissed off at Natalie for hosting a Harry Potter themed all-nighter at Paul's Gamer Zone, which happens the last Friday of every month. Pay $25 and you're there till 7 a.m. and you can play all the games you want.
And they also have like little tournaments and whatnot. And also shout out to Paul's Gamer Zone as well.
Well, Natalie had hosted a Harry Potter themed all-nighter, and there was some people, Nexus and Squish, who had showed up not knowing it was Harry Potter themed and got really offended by it and was talking a lot of shit about it, and it really offended Natalie in that time, and she went off on them, saying that you guys don't understand what she was trying to say, get out. So
Wait.
Oh,
No, hold on. No. Back that up. I'm sorry if this is about to get off topic. You're talking about Natalie.
Natalie.
The kind-hearted Natalie that never went off on anybody.
I mean, I wouldn't say kind-hearted.
Well, oh yeah, I wouldn't say that too.
She wouldn't even
Trying to
say that
say
she's kind-hearted. She knows that. And if she saw this, she'd know. She can be a bitch, but she does it in a funny way to make others laugh.
Yeah, but at the same time though, she never went off on anybody though. And if she
Because
did, it
people
was
were making
out
fun
of
of
the
what
shop.
she was doing.
Wow.
Because Nexus and Squish were making fun and pretty much stomping on what she chose to do, saying that it's offensive and she's a traitor. And she went
I was
off
just
on
replying
them and
to
told
what you
them
were
to get
saying,
the hell
Dragon.
out.
That's crazy.
Or your interactions and everything.
No,
That's also why that's one of the reasons why Nexus and Squish stopped going to Paul's Gamer Zone. Not because they couldn't afford it, but because Natalie offended them and told them to get out.
no. What's funny is that like when I got the game and because I was living with him for a little bit, when I got Hogwarts Legacy, the game, and I show up and I started playing it and stuff like that, they were like, you should not like play that game. And I looked at him and said, motherfucker, I spent $60 of my hard-earned cash. I will play this shit in the living room. Don't test me. I am a diehard Harry Potter fan. And if anyone's offended by me being a Hufflepuff, leave. Shadow, leave. I know you're offended by me being a Hufflepuff, you freaking
I'm not
Ravenclaw.
offended by you being a Hufflepuff. You're mad that I'm a Ravenclaw. Asshole.
You're a Ravenclaw?
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, hell no.
Let's go. Yeah, you outnumber in these parts.
Oh, I'm
You're
not
wrong.
numbering these words. No, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Wait. Anyone who's in anyone's chat, say what your house is if you know it.
Yes. What is your guys' house? Please.
I am a Ravenclaw at heart, dude. We are the smartest people.
Let's go.
Okay, you know what? That's cool. But we all know people go to the Hufflepuff for joy. Okay. Everybody knows that.
Oh, somebody said
Smoke a lot of
Gryffindor.
weed.
Huh?
Okay, Gryffindor.
Okay, we got a Gryffindor.
Yeah, we got a Gryffindor, so we.
At least
Now,
it's not a
is
Ravenclaw.
anyone a Slytherin? Is anyone a Slytherin?
Okay, now if you're a Slytherin,
I wonder who is Slytherin.
Because Slytherin doesn't mean you're bad. Because if you reference the Cursed Child books, Harry Potter's own son is a Slytherin. But he's not
I've been
bad
waiting.
at heart.
I've been waiting for
So-
that movie to come out, for it to get announced that it's never coming out.
That's crazy. That'd be the most
Because of
like
the amount of
big
hate that
turnout.
they got for it.
I don't care. I don't care about. You know what? I'm gonna become a millionaire, buy Harry Potter, and make the movie.
Dragon says their brother and sister are Slytherin as well. And
Oh,
Shay,
yeah, I
yes,
don't-
you.
I
What
forgot
house
about
do you
them.
go for in Harry Potter? If you're into Harry Potter.
Oh, what house do I go for? Hufflepuff, of
Oh.
course.
No, yeah, well, Shay, it's Shay in the comments, in the chat.
Well,
She's Slytherin. Okay, so we do have a Slytherin here.
Oh,
too.
We do have a
God.
Slytherin. Okay, so we got all four
We
houses.
got that. Oh, we got 4 houses. Let's go.
We got all 4 houses.
You know what? That's it. I'm learning dark arts. I don't care.
Okay. I'm going to do some extensive research on this. I'm going to look through Cursed Forge and see if there is a multiplayer mod for the Harry Potter game.
Oh, dude, you don't. Dude, they talked about that. When the game released, they talked about it being multiplayer, and then they just completely, like, just trashed it. I was so mad.
So
I was like on the verge
that
of buying
means
the
that
game, too.
someone else dug through the files, found what the code was for multiplayer mode, and made a mod about it.
Oh, dude, I will be in there in a
Let me- here.
heartbeat.
Here, I'm gonna look at this real quick. We're gonna
10 points to all houses.
10 points to all houses. Yes, sir.
Heck yeah. Dude, I was
But like,
th-
like,
I
but
wish.
but going back to topic though, it's like at the end of the day, though, when it comes to the LGBTQ, it's just that there are some bad apples that make the entire community look like a fool.
yeah.
I mean,
There's always going to be the rotten apple that ruins the batch, and it's sad. Just like with the whole dating thing, there's bad people out there.
yeah, there's bad people out there. It's just
No, that got hurt.
what?
Sorry, so like in the comments, they said I ripped my wisdom tooth out with somebody's pliers. I'm like, I know that had hurt. You were screaming for days. I know that had
See,
to hurt.
Nah, this is what I mean when people just need to chill the hell out because I'm sorry. I beg your finest fucking pardon. What the hell are you thinking?
Excuse me, all my groups and communities have bad apples that make. Excuse me, all groups and communities have bad apples that make them
Oh.
look bad. Yeah,
Of course.
Of
They
course.
always
yeah, of
have
course.
and
It's
always
just let's stay on
will.
the topic.
Yeah, of course. It's just that, like, with me, I just feel like I had more.
Okay.
I feel like I had more problems with the trans community than the rest of them.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's just me. I'm not saying that all trans people are bad. No, there are some good trans people out there that are honestly a joy to be with. So
Again, we do have friends in this community. We do talk. I do talk to them on a, like almost a daily basis as well. So it's like we're not like saying anything bad like towards. And there is like there's people in my community, of course, in my community that are bad too, but try not to make look as bad. But you know that's just how the history goes.
yeah, that's
There's
just
some bad apples in the white community, black community, like every community in there is bad apples. Mostly just towards the topic.
yeah. And like honest
Well, my
and honestly there's I don't know if you guys I don't know if
that's
you guys
crazy.
noticed.
I got banned.
You got what?
I got suspended.
What?
No.
Yeah.
joking.
No, you're fucking
I got
joking.
suspended.
You got
I got
suspended on
suspended
Twitch?
until April 5th. No, not on Twitch. On TikTok.
Oh.
Oh, are you
That's
fucking
crazy.
kidding me? Yeah, it just ended his fucking live.
Holy shit. Did it
Eh,
give a
that's alright.
reason?
No, I think it's probably hate speech.
It's oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me, dog?
That's
They're saying, oh, well, Dragon was saying, yeah, you're like, yeah, but like, don't group yourself in with them. It's not saying we're grouping in with them at all. It's not saying you're grouping in with them at all. It's more of like just saying there's
We're-
the bad apples in every community. It's not just we're just staying on topic. That's all it is.
Yeah, we were just
So it's like we take into account, of course, there's bad apples in my community, there's bad apples in white community, there's a bad apple, like, a whole lot.
there's bad apples in every community. I mean, look at the My Hero fan base.
We're just, yeah, for real. Like, there's, like,
And the
enemy
reason why
community,
the show gets so much hate.
for real.
Yeah. I mean, dude, there's somebody that literally walked up. What the hell was that? Huh. So, like everyone said, there's bad apples and everything, especially in the My Hero community. Somebody literally walked up to the voice actor and said, "Hey, what
Hold
do you?"
on. What the fuck?
Like someone literally walked up to the voice actor and said, "Hey, what do you think about your ship with Eerie?"
Bro.
What?
No. Okay, I want to read back this comment or like this chat that I just got. Ah, most cherished friend, 'tis a delight most grand to make thy noble acquaintance. May our discourse be rich as the tapestries of old, our fellowship ever bright as the stars that grace the midnight sky. Pray, how dost thou fare this fine day? Why are you speaking in Old English? I'm having a good day, but why are you speaking in Old English?
Hey, he just want to be formal. He just want to be formal. You feel him?
Oh my
You feel
God.
me?
I mean,
You
we weren't
feel
saying
me?
anything bad. We weren't grouping ourselves.
Thanks, Asherick. I'm having a great day. How about you, man?
That's crazy.
And I see that you're pan, so I just want to make sure. I hope you know that it was nothing bad we were saying.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Oh man.
we know people are bad. Always going.
I knew that this was going to happen. One of us was going to get suspended or banned. And honestly, Dragon, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, dog.
I think TikTok's faster about it.
So basically,
Especially
I want to
since
say
there's
this
so many
too.
more people on it.
On this topic, I want to say this. That's how you know people are very sensitive towards their own community in some way. Like, I get it. Trust me. But here's the thing. If you're very sensitive about that topic, about you being in that community, there's bad apples in every community. Yes, you can make that claim. Please make your opinion known. I will read it out like I have been doing this entire life, and and agree with you. I'm not going against you. But if you're very sensitive to that topic, well, you have to like hear people out. This is where you open your ears and not your mouth, kind of deal. And like we said, we have friends in this community. I have talked to them on a daily basis. I've even talked to them about this conversation as well. So they don't really get offended. We just have a normal conversation, and they'll be like, yeah, understandable, yeah. Towards that, it'll be a whole different scenario too. Like if you were to talk about like with me and Rose here.
Yeah.
Of course we are black male. We are black men. If somebody was on this topic and talking about us I would actually talk about it, but I wouldn't be super upset. I wouldn't be really offended. I wouldn't be super sensitive about it either, because it's like, this has been going on for a while. Yeah. This topic has been going on. It's still going on. So if people still get, because it's like, my community is more like with their community and our community and, Hispanics and all that stuff, they all have their times of binding. They have their own bad separations and problems and issues. Every group has their own issue. Every group has their own things. It just depends on what that issue is and how it goes.
Yeah.
But if you get super sensitive, and it's like people can't open their minds and listen with their ears, is what that is giving me, because when I got me getting suspended now, which is fine. Like, I get it. I feel like this topic was starting to get a little too long, and we should start switching a little bit more now. But again, that's just how it happened. I'm not upset at all. I'm not upset at all. It's just that when people do that, it's just how it is. I'm not trying to group yourself in there. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But TikTok allows the type of content too, so I don't know.
Got you. But I mean, if you want to bounce around a little bit, hell, I mean, there's like so much to talk about for real.
I do want to say one thing.
What?
There was one TikToker that I'm surprised still hasn't gotten banned.
The vegan
The
teacher.
No, Lily Tino.
Lily, what?
Lily Tino.
Who is
The
that?
transgender male to female who goes to establishments strictly to cause problems, and then when they get kicked out, they blame it on them being transphobic.
Bro.
And they have a lifetime ban from any Disney World or Universal Studios because they went to Disney and started explaining their surgery that they planned on getting using food items there. Disney branded foods.
That's crazy. Wow. But bouncing around a little bit like Drift was, like what Drift was talking about, like bouncing around a little bit. What can I say or add to this? Shit. I am at a loss for words. It's like I'm drawing blanks. Why am I drawing blanks? Shit. Anybody got anything? Drift.
Ooh, I definitely want to talk about this topic.
All right.
This topic is mostly gonna be on. This topic is mostly being on people in. Ooh.
BBLs.
Millennials? Like, nah, because we already talked about that.
They're killing these women. They're killing them.
Basically, the older generation. No, the status of Unk. The status of fucking Unk. That shit is pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. Like, your Unk status. My nigga, I am 20. Excuse me. I'm sorry. My fault. my ninja, I am 22. I am an uncle because I have a niece and nephew, but I am not Unk status. I am not that old. How did I become Unk status?
Bro.
The only way I become Unk status is if I'm, like, if I talk a certain way or if I'm starting to do stuff. Sorry if I'm 22 and living in a 40... Sorry if I'm 22 years old, but living in a 40-year-old mind.
Drift, we're not going to bypass the fact that your ass went back to your ghetto days for a second. We're not...
I'm sorry, my fault.
Bro let one slip. He's got a demon clawing its way out, and it slipped a little.
He was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, nephew. I'm sorry, but shit, dog. I did not mean for the old me to hop out back in my pimp days. I did not mean that." I ain't gonna lie, like, Unk status, I never really understood that, but one person for sure that has Unk status is Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg definitely has Unk status. Let's just be real here.
Dude, if we ever get famous enough to meet Snoop Dogg, that would be amazing.
And I know you smoking with him.
It's disrespectful not to.
It's disrespectful not to.
I'm not gonna disrespect Snoop.
What about you?
Dude's a legend.
What about you, Drift? You smoking with him? Drift?
Ooh. I don't really do it, and he respects people that don't do it too. Like, you know, but I'll take, like, you know, I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot with him.
A shot?
That's respect.
Damn. You're not really a smoker?
No, I didn't used to smoke. I tried it, but I don't really like how it making me mellow and stuff.
I tried it once, but because I drank a Monster, it counteracted the effects. It was supposed to make me mellow and calm, but I drank a Monster and I was just normal the whole time. Because something happened where there was a really bad taste and it was burning all up my nasal cavity. I'm just like, I need something to get this out of my mouth.
Burning up your nasal cavity? My what? My ninja, what? What happened? How it burned?
I think
like
Red
that?
can explain it better. I don't know what happened.
How can you that burn?
So basically what
That's so
happened
confusing.
So basically what happened was I didn't roll it tight enough. I didn't roll it tight enough, so it burnt him a little bit. But okay, like I know this is going off topic, but I said like so basically at my job, if I think that it's going to be my last day, this is what I was going to do. I was going to make brownies, like shroom brownies, and not tell anybody, and just hand them out to everybody on ship dock.
Nah, your best bet
Oh,
is to
Lord.
put a massive amount of, like, put 5 things of brownies out front and have them all laced with laxatives.
No, not laxatives. No. Everybody in that building about to trip balls. And plus,
balls?
huh?
On balls? Tripping on balls?
What the fuck? Actually, no. If you want me to be honest, there's a guy that had to get surgery because his balls actually grew like as I think they said as large as a like I think it was 2 monitors, like PC monitors. Yeah.
That's one hell of a pair.
That man can literally take dragging
Bro's
his
got
balls
balls for
across your face quite literally.
Bro, you'd suffocate. Imagine trying to get pants that fit. Oh my god.
No. Like he actually had to get a hoodie.
Oh my god.
And it wasn't that he's a big guy. It was just that his shit was fucking huge.
Jeez.
Hey, that's balls of steel right there.
Well, probably. Jeez.
Drift is probably sitting there like,
Right. I exactly. I'm sorry. I'm texting so Dragon in the live, because they are heterosexual, and then Shay, she's pan. So I'm just making sure, they're saying they love the conversation in a way. I'm just making sure, if that really if that actually do offend, I'm not saying they caused me to go suspended. People are fucking sensitive.
But people will just scroll, report, and keep scrolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they're not going to hear anyone out. They're just going to report and keep going.
yeah.
And I was just, and on my part, I don't like to offend anybody. So it's like, I want to make sure on good grounds that, if this really offended you, I deeply apologize. If this really offended you, I deeply apologize. I deeply apologize. I don't want to have any problems. It's just a topic that we're on, and we're just talking about it. We have, again, we're not grouping ourselves in with you guys, but we're just saying that we do have friends on our own, in our circle, that we talk to on a daily basis or work with on a daily basis that we're cool with. And,
Exactly.
we're explaining all the way around, and, with our problems or some other people's problems that have in there. I can see that we're mostly talking about our problems. To branch out a little bit more on how people are affected by it too. In the community, but I'm just texting them. I'm thanking them for having an open ear and an open mind towards the conversation. So
Yeah. At least it's an open ear, open conversation, stuff like that, instead of them sitting here bashing you and yelling at you. It's just it's gotten to the point where even comedy is not the same anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Nobody, and if Drift, you probably grew up on him. Do any of y'all remember Bernie Mac?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this generation would not live 2 to 5 minutes if that man was still alive. Cause them jokes, oh wow. Them jokes would have them crying. Not out of laughter either. My favorite was when he said, "You want some milk and cookies?"
So like I sent an appeal to TikTok. I sent an appeal to TikTok. Um, but their appeal is not worth said about that, and I'm like, that's crazy. So,
I feel bad now. I honestly feel
no, you're
bad.
good. I don't care. This is TikTok. I don't care because I don't really care. I guess that's a topic we can talk on about TikTok. I don't understand how people can be so sensitive into that, and then yet you see it on the For You page daily, like daily, and it's crazy how I got my first warning. I don't ever like be like kind of bad or anything like that, or talk bad about anything. Like, you know, I try to make sure it's simple and be able to be more be calm as ever. But if you're gonna be like that, that's crazy. Like until like, you know, people will report out of nowhere, they're like, no, that's that's hateful speech. I'm like, you're just sensitive. You don't have an open ear. You're either closed-minded and you can't just put in the comments of your 2 cents of me to explain, or to actually agree to a disagree on a normal basic headed level.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people my
who
age.
do that just go, it's my way or the highway, deal with it.
Exactly.
I hate that.
And people our age do not do that. People our age and people that are older than us do not have that comprehension of to be open-minded and just agree to a disagree and leave it at that. Which is fine.
You believe this, I believe
this.
this.
Is how it goes.
We don't believe in each other's things. That's fine. Let's go our separate ways then.
Right.
Like that's one thing I hate about society is now you have to walk on eggshells around people.
Or, you know, you could
And
just
it's for any reason. It's for any reason.
Or you can just not give a shit. Like some people. Just not care. Because I found out the more you walk around eggshells with people, the more it's just going to stress you out and stuff like that. And let's just be honest, ain't nobody got time for that.
On real.
Ain't nobody got time for that. By all means, if, like, with me, like, if I have, like, I will start something in a heartbeat if it will benefit me in any shape, way, or form. But if it doesn't, I just leave it alone. But at the same time, it's like people nowadays just like it's like I have never seen a group of people that have selective hearing until my generation came up. They'll pick out what they want to hear.
Selective hearing is crazy, yeah.
Yeah, like they'll pick out what they hear, like what you said, and start squishing shit together. Like, oh, you mean this, or oh, you mean that, or like, oh, I heard you said that you don't like this person. No, what I'm saying is I don't like what the person is doing. You just heard I don't like this person. What?
Yeah, people like that severely confuse me and irritate me.
By the way, for the people that are wondering, yes, me and Shadow did this. Just me and Shadow put our profile pictures like this because honestly, it's hilarious.
Yeah. And then we got Drift over here with a normal picture, and then they're just Red and I flicking each other off.
So basically, the joke. So
I'm just staring away like that ain't my problem.
So basically, the whole entire joke of it is it's off of an anime that I love. It's called Dandadan, and since I'm shorter than Shadow, he calls me short shit. I call him tall shit.
So we did this.
So we just did
And even
this.
though it's not this drastic of a difference in height, it makes it funny.
It just makes it funny. Because I think I'm like 2 or 3 inches shorter than him,
Yeah.
and he's 2 or 3 inches taller than me. And to believe it or not, he is the fat ass of the group.
I'm not actually fat. I just eat more than everyone else.
This man ate 2 pizzas by himself.
Large pizzas, mind you.
And the fact that he's not... The fact...
I weigh in at 123 right now. 123.4.
This man... Okay.
I'm
So-
5'10". I weigh in at 123. Or, yeah, 123.4. And, I eat more than a 350-pound man.
And only gained 3 pounds.
Yep. And it all comes out the other end about 20 hours, or about 5 hours after.
Lucky son.
My metabolism burns it as I'm eating, burns calories as I'm eating.
While me and Drift here see something and we gain 5 pounds.
You smell it from a mile away and just go, damn, that's 10 pounds.
But, like, I mean, since basically, let's just do this so we don't get like too in depth in it. Then we all get hit with some shit. So here's another thing. Drift, you here still?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
All right. So what is one place that y'all would actually go to for a week in the world? Like
For a week?
Yeah, for a week. For an entire week.
Japan.
Japan?
Japan. Because the reason why, because Japan, when everybody goes to Japan, they do, like, when my friend is from Japan, and they're like, if you learn the language, they're very, very welcoming. When you don't learn the language, they're a little lingering against you, just cause, like, they don't understand, they don't know who you are. But when you are learning their language, people are surprised about that. But it literally, when you live in Japan or just be there for a week, as most of what I've heard, it's the most amazing time of your life, because you are in the most state of peace.
Yeah.
You're in the most safe of peace in your mind, because it's super quiet, everybody's friendly, the experience is great. You go up and meditate in the shrine or pray or anything like that, go on walks, like, it's super peaceful. And the other reason why is, if you start a fight out of nowhere, you actually go to jail too.
Oh shit.
The rule there is peace, and it's not saying if you go to a bar and you get drunk and you're an aggressive drunk, you don't really get in jail for that. You mainly just go to holding, and they just talk to you and just give you a warning, and that's it. But as far as I know, if you start a fight or you cause an interaction to disrupt the peace, you are going to jail.
So
it learns to keep, like, an open mind and discipline yourself of your emotions.
got it. I mean, I wanted to go to China simply because, well, okay, y'all gonna think it's stupid. The only reason why I want to go to China is because I actually want to find my Chinese teacher, because she was from China, and honestly, let's just say this: before I met you, Drift, and before I got to know Shadow, she was the only teacher to sit me down and actually tell me how proud she was as a teacher that I am inspiring to other people and to myself to do whatever I wanted to do. And she sat down, talked to me for a little bit, and she told me, I reminded her of her home. I reminded her of her home. And that she actually cried to me and said that she wanted to go back home. but she wanted to come over here and do what she loved, which is teaching people her hometown language. But she couldn't bring her husband over because her husband was having a very difficult time trying to pass the citizens test. By the way, do you know how hard that fucking test is?
I bet it's hard.
It literally told him to name every single president from 1 to 25 in order. We don't even know 1 to 25. All we know is George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Donald Glover. That's it. I'm pretty sure I botched his name up, but that's it.
I don't
And,
even know that.
like,
I used
Oh,
to,
yeah.
but it's been so long since I've done that. I used to know 1 to from 1 to 15 by heart.
but
1
like,
to 15?
yeah.
Yeah.
But when she did that, I told her this, and I want to get in contact with her so bad because I thought I hurt her feelings, because she was breaking down crying because her husband had her baby and her baby wanted to like come over here and stuff like that and everything, but they couldn't get they couldn't get his papers, and he was about to be deported because he was an immigrant and he didn't have his papers. So this is what I told her. I was like, look, I love you as a teacher. You're a very wonderful teacher. You're great. You're awesome. But at the same time, this job is not worth you sitting here and worrying about your family. It's not worth it. I don't want to sound like the typical American. I don't want to sound like a dick or an asshole, but please go back home so you can keep your family intact. We will all miss you, guaranteed. Every single person in that class will miss you forever because she was honestly great. She gave the class like tea from China, like actual tea from China, snacks from China, and everything. She will order that for the class. She even stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning. She did not sleep at all during this day, mind you, to make us all moon cakes. Because it was
Dude, I would love a mooncake.
it was the moon festival that week in her country, and she wanted to share that with us. So she stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning, and she had to be at the school at 6 o'clock in the morning. She didn't have sleep to make all of us moon cakes and for her to teach us what the moon festival is all about. Now, I don't know about you guys, but there's a fucking teacher.
Yeah.
That is a teacher that everybody needs. And like when she was telling me this stuff and breaking down as she was telling me, I told her, go back home. And I'm not saying that in a mean, disgusting ass tone. This country's treating you like shit. You obviously do not deserve that. Go back home so you can be happy. And when I told her that, she started crying and said, I'll do that. And just for us, just for the class, she finished the rest of the year just for my class. Then as soon as it was over, she booked tickets back to China. And ever since then, I want to go to China so I can find her. What's up, Shadow?
I was just doing a test because for some reason my I can't comment on my own. I can't chat on my own stream.
So, like, I want to go to China so I can try to find her. So I can tell her thank you. Because like I said, she she didn't need to do all of that. I mean, she taught us how to um dance with fans. She actually taught us how to make moon pies. She actually taught us how to make them. She's the only teacher that I had that actually picked out how each person learned in the class and would teach the class like so. Like, okay, you learn by watching me. Okay, cool. You learn by teaching yourself. Okay, I'll hand you a book and I'll walk you through that book. You learn hands on. Okay, she would grab her own iPad, her own personal iPad, and hand that to that person, and it would have like Chinese learning and stuff like that. That's hands on and stuff. She'll give that to that person. You learn by drawing. Okay, here's some like Chinese drawings and stuff that will teach you. She actually taught the class like that. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Everybody in that classroom passed with flying colors. Like, she is the only teacher in that school that kept a consistency of A-class students for the rest of the year because that's how she taught the class.
That's really nice.
It is.
Yeah, honestly.
And like she wanted to be a teacher in America so bad. So bad that she studied. Like, when we were watching a movie, because there was like something we needed to learn via watching a movie. In the back of the class, she was actually taking notes how to be a better teacher.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, I wish a lot of teachers would do that.
She was
Oh,
like
yeah.
she was because when I asked her, because I went to the back of the class and I was asking her, what are you doing? She was like, oh, I'm trying to learn how to be a better teacher to teach you guys so I can have you guys stay at A's. I don't want you guys to drop below B's because I don't know how strict your parents are, and I don't want anything to happen to you guys at home because I read so many stories about teenagers getting abused at home because they're dropping below a B or something. So I'm trying to keep all of you guys at A's. And
Imagine having a 0.01% below a B and losing your phone for 3 years because of it.
damn. But yeah, she said that, and she told me that in China teachers do that a lot. Like, teachers do that because of, like, they don't know what's going on at home, so they're trying the best, their absolute best, to keep you at that A level. If they have to stay, like, speaking on the same teacher, that teacher would also violate school rules because help me out, Shadow, wasn't tutoring, after school tutoring, Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Yes.
So she would stay for tutoring Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, just in case if you need extra help. And yes, the freshman principal, you know who I'm talking about, gave her shit about it. And she literally told him, you do realize that your students are learning another language they know nothing about, so it's kind of hard if you're only having tutoring on 2 days. They need tutoring every single day because it is hard to learn another language.
It really is.
Because she said, you know how long it took me to learn English? It took me 3 years to learn English so I can speak to you normally.
Like, on a basic level, like basically broken English in some sort of way, but like be able to understand and reciprocate towards what you're saying.
Because you want to know what they were teaching her in China? They were teaching her, they were basically teaching her how Americans talk back in the 80s and 90s.
No, that's not how that works.
I mean, it's not anything different, but at the same time, like, stuff changed over the years. Like, family is now fam. What else changed? I know family's fam. There's probably so much more. There's probably so much more. But yeah, like, honestly, my Chinese teacher was a teacher that a lot of like American teachers need to be now.
Oh yeah.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna be taking a call real quick.
Okay. But it's like, it's not only that, it's just like, I feel like we as a country would be so much more successful if we start learning towards like what we're geared to do. Because yeah, you need to get the basic history and everything down, but if you're making like if you want to be a sculpture or anything, of course you need to learn angles and stuff like that. If you want to be a rocket scientist, of course you're going to need to learn trigonometry. But like, if you just look at someone and just say, hey, I want to be a skater, or I want to be a news anchor or something like that. Well, like, they will take, what I'm trying to say is they should have like classes to lead you down the path you want to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go use the restroom real quick.
Damn, so I am all by myself. But I do have music playing in the background for all of you guys. To be honest, with all of that being said, Drift got to take a phone call. I got to use the bathroom. Shadow's using the bathroom, so we're just gonna take a little take 5 here. But as we're sitting here waiting on somebody to respond, I am just gonna leave y'all with the lo-fi chill and relaxation and study beat. So I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, I'm back. Hello?
Yeah, I mean, I just got me off the phone. My fault.
Okay, no, you're good. I'm seeing if Red's still there.
Hey, I do got a question. Do you guys want to like hop on COD now since we are almost
Sure.
nearing that time?
I was actually about to question about that.
So yeah, let me get myself situated on Twitch then and everything else. Dude, great news.
What?
My old roommates found the banner. Found the banner for my banner stand. So I was trying to look for it before I left for college, and
Nice.
it was in a fucking debuffer, like basically a wax buffer box that I put it in.
Huh. Interesting.
And it was there the entire time. I'm like, and he called, and my roommate called me. He was like, dude, guess what I found? I was like, yo, if I send you the money right now or Monday, please send that shit with Express.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, with my stuff, I'm gonna turn my camera on here. I'm gonna accent this out for right now. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, there it is. So, as you can see, I have my banner here with Assassin's Creed above and then Final Fantasy below. Don't worry about my shoe collection.
Oh nice.
That's a whole down payment by itself.
Oh wow.
So, my job from, I got this from GameStop because they didn't need it anymore. And I got that and this, which is pretty cool because they were not using they switched to
My brother, why
like
do you need so many
cardboard stuff.
shoes?
Style.
Dog, you have.
I'm a photographer.
What are them orange Jordans?
Stuff. Huh?
Them orange symbol Jordans. What are those?
The Jordan, the Retro 3s, these are the Fears.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah,
And then like those dropped in November of last year, and these just dropped around January or I think February, like a day before my birthday.
see, I'm not into shoes like that. In Shadow, turn your TikTok off.
It's not a TikTok. I'm trying to figure some shit out.
It's a TikTok.
But yeah, they found the whole banner.
I'm watching a
The
video on
banner
how
there
to
is
make
supposed
it
to go all the way
where
down.
I don't have to drain my phone battery to see my chat. I can put an overlay on my game. Because I don't
So
know
are we
how to do
hopping
this shit.
on? So are we hopping on COD now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, man. Because I understand we're actually starting to starting to lose topics
yeah.
a little bit. So
Yeah.
might as well start switching up, you know?
Yeah, and we
Gotcha.
got half an hour before it's no longer morning, so.
All right.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, this is Coffee Talk episode 2 with Drift, Shadow, and your boy Red. It's been fun.
With the disappointing of me getting suspended, but it's all good.
What a disappointment of him getting suspended.
Oh, yeah.
But
TikTok, if you end up looking at this,
shut up, Shadow. Do
unsus-
not get us fucking
unsuspend
banned.
this.
You shut the hell up.
please unsuspend him because he did not deserve it.
I thought he was gonna say something negative about fucking TikTok.
No, I'm just gonna say, please just unsuspend him. He didn't deserve it.
No, we're gonna get no.
I
We
hear
gotta
you,
do this
bro.
correctly. We gotta do this correctly. We gotta make shirts saying "Free my nigga."
Or are we gonna play
sure.
Black Ops 6 or Warzone?
I'm on 6.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna hop on 6. So I'm gonna end this one. Hop on 6, and you know what? Let's just play for casual fun.
Okay.
That's so fun. I'm down.
Alrighty. So, yeah, it's been your official coffee talk episode 2 with the boys. Actually, I'm not going to say that. The boys is already taken. I'm not trying to claim that. Fuck it. It's been coffee talk with the Rosies. I'll see all of you later, and thank you so much for 355 bits. You guys are amazing. It's been your boy Red Rose. I'm signing off. I hope